Well, the camera's probably going to go in and out of focus multiple times during this video, and in a few of the more recent videos you may have noticed that green line behind me. Well, that green line behind me is like a tracksuit. I don't know. I got it really cheap in this like strip mall. It's insanely comfortable, and so yeah, it's just always there on the chair. Sorry if that's distracting to the videos. Getting ready for this particular video, I did something so that I could review these things all at once and not have to get off of camera and then back onto camera multiple times, and it made me realize in so many of my videos where I'm stumbling and fumbling around and dropping things and making noise that's needless, I could have avoided that with a simple tray. And I've had trays from Goodwill and reviewed them in the video. Now the key here is to remember in the future when I make videos, use a tray. We'll see if that works. This tray that I'm going to be showing you after the other items is amazing. Probably been using that word too much in my videos lately, but however, it seems to fit the items that I've been using it for. Okay, first, my tea set and its accessories are continuously growing. I really like tea. I've been getting friends into tea. I've been, when I get gifts, I try to give tea sets, cast iron, Tetsuban, or ceramic, for instance, and it takes a little while to save up for these things, and if you keep your eyes peeled, you can find them at a decent price. I got my sister a tea set that's an owl teapot, ceramic with two cups shaped like owls. One of my friends that got married, I got him a red peony style cast iron Tetsuban with red paint on it, and it came with some cups, and I got some coasters, saucers for it that are cast iron. Him and his now wife really enjoy that. Some other friends that are constantly letting me stay with them, well, not constantly, frequently letting me stay with them. They're from out of town, and I go there and hang out and end up mooching way too much. Mooching, if you don't know the term, basically being lazy and relying on them to cover expenses. You know, and they understand I don't always have money to spare, and they don't mind. They help me out when I'm up there, and I help them out when I can. I got them a tea set to kind of thank them, and it's cast iron Tetsuban. Seems to be a common theme. I didn't get my sister cast iron, and she's the clumsiest of these people. Still, I couldn't find owl and cast iron, and she likes owls a lot. Anyway, I got them a bamboo style with some green on it. And they're still trying to decide on what kind of saucers they want to get for it. Maybe if I get ahead on cash, I can get the cast iron saucers. Kind of a long shot. I mean, money's tight right now. If they get them before, no biggie. I can always find some other item, like perhaps a sampler of teas. So you can always use more tea. I don't know what all items I've reviewed so far. I'd have to go through the videos, and I'm just trying to get caught up on videos right now by recording a bunch so that I have things to post and my viewers aren't continuously waiting. So I'm not going to go through all my videos right now. This, jumping right into these items, was a solid piece of bamboo and is now a scoop, tea scoop, tapered end. If you've ever cut bamboo in half or seen a piece of bamboo cut in half, I should hold it this way. It's got these little, it dips down in the center. Every so often it's got those running across the whole thing. So imagine this round. And, you know, there's water sitting in there in the bamboo. I'm not really sure what to call that part of bamboo. And that natural dip makes a great little finger hold or thumb hold. So bamboo naturally makes a great little bamboo tea scoop. Got this from enjoyingtea.com. Amazing. Simply amazing tea site. There I am using the word amazing again. The selection, the quality of tea, they're my favorite tea site right now, honestly, and I keep checking them out all the time. They're real good to you. They're always running some kind of promotion. Prices are not bad at all. Another item. This was a piece of bamboo, and it's been carved. See, it's got bamboo carved on it, so we heard you like bamboo, so we carved you some bamboo on a piece of bamboo. I wouldn't be surprised if they used bamboo tools. Anyway, there's some kanji, and the top comes off, and you store your tea in it. I have from Enjoying Tea, where I got this, Japanese green twig tea. I should probably show you what that looks like. It almost looks like grass clippings. It is green tea, and it is really, really good. And I keep one of these little gel silica packets in there so that I don't get a bunch of moisture in there and ruin my tea. And I store my twig tea in that, which is really good, and I drink a lot of, so that each container works. Then we've got this smaller container, and those two dots are important. This is what I store my matcha tea in, or matcha, I don't know. It's green powder tea, Japanese drink frequently, and it's used in tea ceremony. Really good stuff. I got it from Enjoying Tea, and I got this container from Enjoying Tea. And you want to line those dots up to slide the lid off. If you turn the lid a little bit and the dots aren't lined up, it is really, really difficult to take off of there. Although I haven't used it a whole lot, so even with the dots lined up, I can turn it upside down and it doesn't come open on me. Great little container, well worth it. And I think it's also made out of bamboo. I could be wrong. Now this tray, wow, maybe it's a bamboo theme. I bought. They had them out of like oak or cedar or something. I don't know. I went for the bamboo one. The bamboo one had some good measurements for holding my tea set, and it was cheaper. And bamboo for use as a cutting board has a lot of benefits, so I figured it'd be good as a tray. So let's see. Oh, I've got it backwards. Well, we'll start off backwards. That black part is the plastic drawer that slides out, which is handy. Here's the front that you would have towards your guests when you serve. And here's the top. Now those kanji carved into it are carved clear through, so that if you should spill any water while making your tea, performing tea ceremony, or carrying the tray of tea, it goes into that plastic tray that slides right out and you can just dump into the sink. Makes you look like a pro because your mess disappears right down into the tray and you can clean it up later. No worries. You're not interrupting your entertainment of the guests or tea ceremony to clean up. In case I forgot to mention, of course, got the tray from enjoyingtea.com. They are awesome. So many promotions. Usually they're running 2 or 3 at once, and then they'll send you coupons. Like with so far with every order, I've gotten a coupon. So yeah, And they add little extra stuff, like I got a card that was laminated or something, I don't know, or made out of plastic. It's weird looking. The point is, you can get it wet and it doesn't ruin it. And it's got a chart of various teas and the amounts to use and the temperature of water and how long to steep them and the whole bit. Very handy. And when I got extras of those, I gave them away with gifts to friends because I figured that would help them out when they make their own teas. So yeah, I really recommend enjoying tea. Those tea containers are real handy. They provide a nice aesthetic, better than metal tins. Still, tins aren't bad. The large bamboo one, great for storing twig tea, which I seem to always have in large amounts. And matcha usually comes in containers even smaller than that one, so that stores more than enough matcha. I have a matcha scoop. It's like this long, thin chunk of bamboo you dip in there. And yeah, and the whole wire whisk and the bowl-shaped cup, the whole bit. Yeah. So, and the tray is very easy to carry. The drawer doesn't just slide out all the time. It's in there pretty good. It sits down in there. Easy to pull out when you need to. The tray without, like the drip tray, out of the tray. You can pull it out of there without spilling the whole thing, knocking everything over. Yet when you're carrying it around, you know, if you tip it, you've got to tip it a ways before it slides out and back in. By the time you've tipped it far enough to slide the drawer out, you've already dumped everything off the tray. So you're not going to accidentally have the tray sliding out on you, unless you're so nervous that you would have spilt everything anyway and tripped all over the place. And, you know, that can happen when you're messing around with scalding hot tea or boiling teas. So pay attention to your tea charts and keep your tea temperatures more sane, and you might not be so afraid of burning yourself all the time. That's one way to handle it. Although I'm somewhat lazy, so I just frequently boil things. And then I like my tea a little on the harsh side, a little more slight bitterness to it than most people. So I tend to leave the leaves or stems, depending on the type of tea, in the water longer. Yep. So anyway, that was the tray and scoop and 2 bamboo containers. The everything other than the tray I showed you is for generic or Japanese style teas. The tray is designed for Chinese Gong Fu style tea stuff, which sounds like all kinds of kung fu should be happening. I have not gotten into that style of tea preparation. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Although it might be something to look into in the future. You never know. Well, camera's been out of focus for a while, and I don't feel like holding up something with words on it to make the camera focus again, and I have discussed everything for this little video. So I'll either be ending my videos for the day or moving on to a new one. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. And remember, enjoyingtea.com has a lot of really good teas, tea accessories, cups, pots, containers, tins, scoops, you name it. And all kinds of really good specials and deals and promotions and coupons. Really worth getting into. The only order I didn't have a coupon for was my first order, because I hadn't ordered from them yet. You know, but with that first order, when it arrived, there was a coupon, and ever since they've been kind enough to provide me with another coupon. So worth looking into. Really good for a tea drinker on a budget, looking to try teas from around the world.